Looking outside, looking back at my instruments. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, enter.
Live to fly another day.
Helicopterground.com.
La, 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 la. Are you recording? All right, day 298. Another awesome tip for you while I'm doing my Starbucks today. I don't normally do that, but Heather needed picked up early. She was dropping her Jeep off, so she wanted Starbucks. I'm going to give you a good tip today, and this was really important about setting up your 180 autos. And I'm going to get to that, and I have a clip to show you something. But first, top 10 check ride tips. We sell you these for just shipping and handling. We'll put the link down below, and when you sign up, we'll send you a PDF while you're waiting for this to arrive. And that's U.S. only, by the way, in the U.S. Authored by myself and Flight Instructor of the Year, Dan Taz Chrisman. Helped me put this together. 40 years of experience between the both of us. Actually, more than 40 years. 40 plus of us putting our best tips in there about check rides. And it's a lot more than just top 10. There's a whole bonus section in the back where Taz went out and talked to examiners in the Las Vegas area. And so there's like 30 tips in here, not just 10. And the new HOGS logo, new t-shirt, hogshoodies.com. You can pick one up. We've just been excited about them, got them in the videos. So day 298. We've done 4 check rides this year with our final approach course. Got 2 more this month in August. And now it looks like we got 2 probably coming in September. Still time to get in, though, because they haven't paid yet. First come, first serve. Money talks, bullshit walks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, did I just say that? I did. Auto rotations, when you're setting up the 180, listen to me. If you're cranking around and you're coming in closer than your normal pattern, it's awkward, right? And a lot of times somebody comes around, tries to get set up, and they're rushing it. And then they have it half-assed, they enter it half-assed, and the auto rotation goes to hell, all right? I've seen it happen. I've told the story. I was almost killed as a brand new CFI, weekend warrior, as I'm telling him, take your time to get set up for the 180. Don't rush it. I'm telling him the whole spill as he's cranking it in there and ram jamming it, boom, enters it, and it goes to complete hell. And luckily, I jumped on and saved the day, and he'll admit it. Almost killed us, okay? I'm going to show you a clip. We were out doing autos yesterday. I went to set it up. I didn't like it, so I did a left 360. Here's the clip.
Okay, so just from where you're at, panel, and pointing towards the numbers 27, because I'm going to be talking about when I want to enter.
Okay.
Warsaw traffic, helicopter 181, Mike Bravo, right downwind for 27. Practice engine failure to the numbers 27, Warsaw. Okay, put your mic up. I'm going to do a little circle and set up again, because that's not quite right. All right, so I want to start my countdown 3, 2, 1 before I get parallel 27 or a beam 27, so that when I enter, I'm actually entering a beam 27, not before, not after. So we're getting ready, looking outside, looking back at my instruments. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, enter. So I'm entering and get that turn started. People have been quite often delaying too long, and then it ends up messing up their spot.
So yeah, you spend an extra minute or two, and I know the rotors are going around going dollar, 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 dollar. I get it. But do you want to kill yourself on auto rotation, or do you want to totally trash your 180 because you rushed it? Take your time, and when you take a little more time, go extend your upwind out a little farther, make a big enough circle, come in, and if you don't have the distance you need, you don't have the altitude you need, your speed is not correct. Remember, we talked about that yesterday in 297. If you don't nail the speed, the whole auto is going to be crappy all the way down. Don't enter it. Do a left 360. If you're in a towered environment, tell them what you're doing, ask for permission, go around, take your time, and set it up again. I can't stress this one enough. I see it all the time, people rushing the 180. This is one of my best tips I can give you, and there's more to come. We're taking little clips of stuff that we're doing right now, prepping for our CFI that's arriving Monday. We have a HOGS member coming in for a CFI add-on next week on Monday, all the way from Houston, Texas. So Take your time to set up the autos. And for the naysayers, because here's the naysayers. Well, but in the real world, you don't have time to set it up perfectly. Well, guess what? This ain't the real world. This is training for check rides. We have to do it to a standard. So I get it. Yes, you should go out with your instructor and do real world scenarios, not in the pattern, different airspeeds, different altitudes. Yes, we need to do that as instructors, and we should be doing that with you as students. I'm talking about the training environment, prepping for check rides. We need it to a standard, so you perfect it to a standard. Then in the real world, you'll do it correctly, because what you do in practice is what you're going to do when the shit hits the fan. I learned that from back in law enforcement. I became a firearms instructor before I ever became a certified flight instructor. And they told us in instructor development and in the firearms instructor course, wear your duty or your duty weapon, wear it right here, off duty. Yeah, the shoulder rigs are cool and everybody wants the cool fancy stuff. But they said, guess what? You're off duty, you walk into a liquor store, guy's robbing the place, your hand's gonna go down here. And then boom, the guy goes, oh, that guy's a cop. Boom, boom. Your hand is going to do what you do on the range, train over and over and over. When the shit hits the fan, your hand's going to go here. Same thing in a helicopter. The way we train is what we're going to do in real life when the shit hits the fan. So that's one of my best ones for you. I always preach, set it up, any maneuver, but particularly straight ins and even more particularly 180s. People rush it and then they end up screwing up the auto. Take the time. I'd rather do 4 autos in an hour, 5 autos in an hour, and make them nice. We had a student here recently, did his FAC for private, and he was flying down in Florida, and he said he did 29 autos with an instructor in one flight. And I said, tell me that again. And he said, yeah, me and this instructor, it was great, man. It was cool. We did 29 auto rotations. And I said, that's just effing ridiculous. I can't imagine that if you jammed 29, whether it was an hour and a half or 2 hours, however long they were out there, which is too long anyway, that's just ridiculous. Take your time. 3 or 4 or 5 nice autos, way better than 8 crappy ones. All right, so remember, you can get this down below. Top 10 check ride tips. HOGS hoodies down below for the thingy, for the hoodies. Or not hoodies. Right now, just shirts. We're bringing hoodies back because we had to redesign it. And we'll see you in day 299. Heather, was I supposed to tell them anything else? What else did we talk about when we were getting our coffee? And final approach courses. You want to get in on the action. We've done 4. We got 2 more scheduled. More to come. More people calling. If you want to get finished up, text or call Heather, 574-767-1797. We're booking into September now. October, we haven't opened up yet, but we could certainly talk about it. 574-767-1797. Peace out. See you in day 299.
Live to fly another day.
Helicopterground.com.